We're having T-bone steaks again today, but as you can see, they've got a good sear on them. I like it to have a good sear. Finished off in the oven. I did 4 minutes on each side, but I've seasoned these ones with not only salt and pepper. I put on a touch of cumin powder, touch of coriander powder, and chili powder. And I've made like a relish to go with it out of, it's like a chimichurri: garlic, onion, spring onion, coriander, and some chilies just to spice it up a bit, and flashed with some lime juice. And we've got roast potatoes. We've got, what have we got in there? We've got broccoli, corn on the cob, and spinach and mushrooms to come. Now, the steaks, I did it for 4 minutes on each side on a really, really hot, thick based frying pan. And then I finished it off in the oven for 6 minutes. Now, my steaks are cut pretty thick. They're about just over an inch, about 1.5 inches thick. Obviously, they reduce in size when you cook them. But let's see how they look on the inside. Right, the steak, what I did was I scored the fat like this so it doesn't make the steak curl up, and also it helps to render the fat out of the steak, which improves the flavor too. So without further ado, let's have a look. Now, as you can see, the knife goes through it very easily. Sorry, I'm not a professional, not by any stretch of the imagination, so I know my knife skills leave a lot to be desired. But oh wow, look at that. Cooked to perfection, just how I like it, medium rare. And as you can see, it's still very, very juicy. Now, this is down to the fact that you need to rest your meat after cooking. So after you finished it in the oven, leave it for a minimum of 6 to 7 minutes. I left it for 10 minutes in the warm oven. So I just turned it off, opened the door for a minute, and then closed it and left it in there to rest. And let's see how it cuts. Oh yeah, that cuts extremely well. Now, when it cuts well, meat doesn't tear. That's a sign that the meat is well rested. Also helps to have a sharp knife. Now, let's see, yeah, just how I like it. Right, so cut the loin, and now I'm just going to slice up the fillet. Now, when cooking T-bones, because you've got two different cuts of meat, it's really difficult to get both cuts of meat perfect, because they cook at different times and different speeds. Obviously, this is slightly more towards medium than medium rare, but still, look, it's as smooth as butter. Oh, sorry, I just can't resist. Let me try. That's good. Now, when I was cooking this, when I put in my clarified butter to baste the steak, in fact, I actually cooked the whole thing in clarified butter, otherwise known as ghee. I put a knob of butter in towards the end before it went into the oven, and I put in a couple of cloves of garlic too. Now, the spicing that I added to it, I didn't spice the steak beforehand, because that would burn in the pan, because I wanted a nice deep brown crust. So what I did was fry both sides, and before it went into the oven, that's when I did my spicing. Now, I seasoned it with salt and pepper before it went into the pan, but the cumin, coriander, and chili was added after the frying on the hob and before it went into the oven. This ensures you have good flavor without burnt spices. and it really comes through when you're eating the steak, even after you slice it. So I hope this helps in your steak cooking. Now, please let me get away and enjoy my food. Right, family, T-bone steak dinner. Here's my plate. Kids are tucking in. I like the way he's wrapped up in a towel. You've mummified him, good. Otherwise he just eats and wipes it all over himself. And where's the other steak? Got another one for anybody that wants seconds. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Just wanted to show one with different finishing. Although it looks the same as a previous video, it tastes completely different. Thanks for watching.